Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. So we just did some pretty exhilarating minecart work. Pretty fast, pretty fun, awesome. And now we have reached the shipyard where we hope to find some clues about the big ship that houses Nehru's flame. So let's head inside. And of course, as you would expect, this place has greatly deteriorated over time. So we've arrived at the construction bay. Get a nice little look at it here. And it's entirely filled with sand, and we've got those little monsters inside. So recommend looking in the sand for a clue. Okay, I guess. I mean, there's all kinds of other stuff around, but if it's the sand you want. We got these guys here, I guess, checking this out. Only you can warn your coworkers early enough to avoid pirate attacks. Nice. So, I wonder who the robot equivalent of Smokey the Bear would have been for this guy. Maybe a guy in, like, a pirate outfit. Maybe it was the captain, I don't know. Hope plans for ship are completed soon. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, all kinds of interesting stuff around the outside. But, no, we need to check out the sand. So, let's go ahead and hop down. Take out these guys. And I see kind of a big pile in the middle here, so I guess we can start using our Gus Bellows to take this out. Whoa. Oh, holy crap. Oh, man. Look at this. Yeah, it's actually the boss from, so there's actually more than one of these things. That's kind of interesting. What was this guy's name? Like Molder Rock, I think? I think that was this guy. It might have been the big boulder walking thing. I don't remember. But, yeah, you pretty much just take him out exactly the same way before. I mean, it's literally a refight. There's nothing new about this. So, taking out the smaller one. Now let's take out the bigger one. Oh, make sure not to get crushed there. Come on. You gotta open it up. I can't hit you if you keep it closed the whole time. Okay. Well, if you don't open it up, I mean, seriously, like, I can't finish this battle if you don't open up there. Oh, I probably could have got it there, but no. I was too scared of getting hit, I guess. Alright, so it should only be like one more. Ah, well, I was hoping I could chill bash that. I might have been able to, but my timing was off and it hit me from behind anyway. Alright, so now we start the second phase where we have to stab it in the eye. Of course, it burrows under the sand. I mean, like I said, this is literally a refight. There's nothing different about it. Yeah, you can actually, I found out, you can actually shield bash him when he charges you like that. I just had... There we go, like that. I just had bad timing, so I got hit. And, yeah, he can do a little bit of damage, but I mean, at this point, I've got 14 hearts, so it's not like I'm worried or anything. Ah. Alright, dude, I see you. You're right there. just pop up. You're not getting away. Alright, there we go. I guess it's kind of interesting that you fight him again. It's kind of disappointing to use recycled content in some ways, because they could have put a different enemy here, you know? But, oh well, it's that guy again. So, in many years, the factory would unused monsters moved in and built a nest. It's unfortunate that she couldn't have figured that out before, but now she thinks the chances of the sand are pretty low, so... hedging your bets a little, I think, but... So, oh, well, now that I found this out, you're not going to find anything. Oh, gee, thanks. Alright, so, yep, nothing else to do here. Just fight a boss and leave. That's about it. So, kind of an unproductive trip. The minecart was fun, but we came out of it pretty much empty-handed, so that's just the way things go sometimes. Alright, so, yeah, back out here at the entrance. We have to head back to the pirate captain. I guess give him the news that we didn't find squat here. Only one place left to look for clues. This could be scary. We get to head to the Stronghold of the Pirates. Of course, it wouldn't be a Zelda game without some sort of pirate stronghold, right? That's been in pretty much every game. So, yeah, we gotta go back to another one. Ah, it won't be so bad. He's a mechanical maniac. Got no shortage of evil underlings, too. Alright, so the pirate stronghold's here at the X, up to the north. Pretty short little drive. Tighten up whatever you humans have instead of bolts and let's get going. I like that. That's awesome. Alright, so again, just straight ahead. You don't have to do too much adventurous sailing here. There's quite a few more enemies around, but again, speed past them. Nothing to worry about. So we'll go ahead and start recovering before we run into more guys here. Alright, no, I guess there aren't anymore. Okay, well, that's fine too. Alright, so we hop off at the pier here, and now we get to our third area, the Pirate Stronghold. Oh, that's kind of an interesting design for a place, wouldn't you say? Looks like a giant, like, shark or something. It's kind of interesting. But if you think about it, they should all be dead. The only reason I'm thinking about is because of the time shift stone, so nothing to worry about. Not to mention, you're going to be staying here by the boat. I'm the one going in, so I don't know what you're scared about. Alright, so of course, another bird statue here. Might as well go ahead and hit this one up. Now, obviously, straight ahead looks like the place you'd want to go, but it's blocked off by those giant teeth. So we're going to have to kind of head around a bit. And there's going to be a couple chew that pop up here, but stay against the wall and they won't bother you at all. Then once we head in this door, we'll enter the actual stronghold. So I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, this pirate stronghold does not involve the kind of stealth mechanics you normally associate with pirate strongholds in Zelda games. I guess that's kind of a good thing. It'd be a little bit of a pain, but we do get to work with time shift stones as well, so it's kind of an added benefit. So yeah, there's a little, time shift stones were used in this facility, and there's a little pedestal Fi was pointing out that looks like it was meant to hold a time shift stone, but there's nothing there. So because of that, there's really only one way we can go. I mean, there's a sealed door, there's a blocked doorway, so there's only one door to open. And it might be a decent idea to use the, not the bug net, the gust bellows. Get a red rupee here. That thing's always there, so I might as well grab it. A couple more Lizalfos once again. These guys are always fun to fight, so I won't complain too much. Ah, couldn't shield bash in time after that third strike. Oh man, he hit me with the fire. I want to get this heart over here and the tail, so he can just stay there and taunt me for a while. There we go. Alright, so took those guys down without too much trouble. Got hit a couple times. It can be a little unfair when both of them decide to attack you at once, but that's just how things go. Alright, so a little sink sand pits across here. Nothing too bad. Just make sure you're at the edge. You can also, I like to kind of do that, conserve your stamina a little bit going through it, because you don't sink immediately. You got a little bit of time to walk normally. Okay, so once we get here, we're going to be introduced to the main mechanic of this little place. So she's going to, of course, point this out to us. It's kind of an interesting looking thing. It's called a time shift orb. So it's essentially like a time shift stone, but it's designed to be portable. So hey, that's kind of cool. And of course opens up a whole myriad of possibilities for new puzzles to do. So this should be fun. It's a portable time shift stone. I kind of like that idea. So when you think about it, whoever designed those like little Lanayru robots should have just like put one of these in each one, you know, then it would have its own power supply. But oh well, I guess that just couldn't happen for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't have enough time shift orbs, I don't know. So of course by carrying this around, we can kind of choose which enemies we want to spawn at any given time. Of course, if you ran all the way in, you'd have to fight both at once, or you can just take it one at a time. And 3 shots and those guys are done for, so it's pretty nice. A couple hearts here if you need them. And these time shift orbs, I don't know why he was trying to throw it, will also kind of make these barriers disappear. I'm not entirely sure what those things actually are or why they disappear with time. Whoa, yeah. And we can also despawn things at will too, it's pretty nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and sneak up on this thing. Alright, and continue forward. And there are also places where you do not want the time shift orb to touch, like this. You can see it will activate an electric barrier, so if we just keep it outside and then run through ourselves, we can go ahead and pick up this chest. And we get a silver rupee. Nice. So I think that's like the 4th silver rupee we've picked up. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so forward we go. Now, in this little area, you can see there will be ancient flowers here and there, so those might be worth picking up. We can use them for a couple upgrades, and we don't have any right now. Oh, we do, actually. I thought we didn't, but okay. Well, we're up to 3, so that works. So it might be worth it to kind of survey around and look for ancient flowers. Sometimes there'll be one here, but it looks like I think that's going to be the only one. Yep, okay. So to continue forward in this place, we need to head up the little hill on the left. And as you've seen, as you walk around with this time shift orb, platforms will pop up. So we're going to have to jump our way along the top. Just make sure to line yourself up. It can be pretty easy to miss a jump and kind of fall off the side. It's no big deal if you do, but it's just time consuming. Alright, and there we go. So that's one of the first puzzles down. Now this, you pretty much just have to set it down here, then walk around. In order to, basically, you just don't want the time shift orb touching this little electric fence here. And we can activate the wall switch on the other side to bring the orb through. So it's a pretty simple puzzle. So next up, we have another big open room. Now, there's going to be a lot of Deku Babas kind of scattered around here. And the thing with the time shift orb is, since it's a round object, if you set it down kind of near them, they will pretty much immediately go for it. So that can put you in a little bit of danger if you're trying to fight them. But what you want to do here to kind of solve this puzzle, you can see there's a treasure chest on the other side, is you want to drag this just enough away so that the platforms won't show up, then dash across whatever sing sand is left and open it up. So some pretty clever little things they're doing with the time shift orb here, but, you know, nothing incredibly groundbreaking, but still fun. Alright, so let's get back to it. I guess we can take this thing out so it won't bother us anymore. Oh, pick it up. There you go. So yeah, just watch out for the Deku Babas. As long as you're holding it, they won't go for it, so you don't have to worry about that. It's only if you set it down near them. Now, there's a hallway here with 3 of them, so what I like to do is just walk up with the bomb and throw it at the middle one. One of them will grab it, it doesn't matter which one. They'll just blow themselves up, so that's always good. Got another one of these Technoblins here, so deal with him. The only annoying thing is kind of having to set it down and pick it up a lot. So that can get a little tedious, but it's really not too bad. And then we have another one here. Now again, see, be careful. They can pretty much attack immediately and without warning. So, there we go. So we got kind of a bigger room here. We want to head over to the left side first and just kind of set it down over here. And we could just kind of walk in if we want. I should probably take this guy out, otherwise he's going to bother me. I just know it. There we go. Alright, so obviously we've got a block here. We're going to have to push it on this switch on the ground. Nope, pulled it over a little too far, but it's still on it, so that's all that matters. Of course, once you do that, the bars will raise here, so we're going to have to take the other way around. This is where it's important to, again, make sure the time shift orb is not activating that barrier. So let's pick this thing up and roll with it. And we've got some more of these things. Probably a good idea to take them out. Wow, that was weird. Okay, and one more Technoblin guard. Like I said, it gets a little annoying having to pick it up and put it back down again, but that's just how it works, I guess. I guess I can accept that with all the new puzzle types we have here. Okay, so this is basically going to be our final challenge of the Pirate Stronghold. We've got a few rooms that are kind of connected here. There's a barrier if we get too close, so we want to head through this side. Now, watch out, there's a very sneaky Beamos over there on the right side, so if you just walk right in, you'll get 2 of them, and they will pretty much always hit you with that kind of a setup. So just take out this one on the right first, like that. Then we can move this in a little further and take out the other one. Oh yeah, that's right. That's not gonna work. He can still shoot behind him even if it's not in his time period. So okay, let's just get him to lose us here. I could have shield bashed that, but with the way I was running around, I wouldn't have been able to stop and shield bash in time, so. Okay, so now that we've cleared out this room, we don't have anything else to worry about here. What we want to do is set the time shift orb pretty much right here in the corner. If you take a look as we walk away, there's kind of, it's hard to see, but there's like that little barbed wire barrier type thing. And we want to make sure that that's gone, as well as the one on the right, so you kind of have to lead it into two different rooms. But once you do that, there is of course a chest in front of us, so we might as well pick that up. And I think this is just another random material. I'm getting a lot of monster horns lately for whatever reason. Not sure why they're throwing those at me, but I guess I'll take it. And of course there's a wall switch here within easy reach. Now that's the reason you wanted to make sure that little barbed wire barrier was gone, because otherwise it would be covering this up and you wouldn't be able to access it. So that'll let us bring the time shift orb through here. Remember, otherwise there's an electric barrier and there were bars here, so you wouldn't be able to get the time shift orb into this room. So that's why we needed to do all that. We've got a couple of these armos guarding the doorway, so let's just get them one at a time. Okay, didn't know if I was gonna get it before it lunged at me again or what. Alright, so there's the first one down. Let's go ahead and take out the second one. I still think these guys are annoying. There we go. Got both of them on one attack, so that works. Alright, and that'll raise the bars, then we can of course bring the time shift orb through here. And that'll get us back out into the main room. So now all we have to do is just plop the time shift orb down on its pedestal, and that will kind of set the whole place in motion. Cool. So the power of the time shift orb, of course, caused a change in the structure. Recommend going outside to check. Good idea. And yeah, somehow it kind of raises the bars here, even though this isn't actually in the time period, but whatever, I don't know. I'm not sure how all that works. You know, this time travel thing is a little dicey for me, so we'll just accept it at face value and move on. Okay, so now we're back outside, and this place may not look familiar to you, but those stairs leading up and that little kind of passageway leading out indicates that we are actually inside of where this giant mouth was. So that's kind of cool. Before we head out any further, though, we want to use the claw shots. We can check way up here. And then there's another one up here. Once we reach the top, we can walk out, and there is a goddess cube waiting for us. Cool. Alright, now there's a little bit of what I would call kind of bad design here, because if you just run out like you would kind of think to do, use the sailcloth and go forward, okay, well, I'm at the entrance, but nothing is happening. Turns out the trigger to actually advance is going to be in the middle of this bridge, so if you went above it and over it, you would never actually trigger this. You'd have to look around for it. So it seems like they should have widened that zone a little bit, but oh well. So here she's going to say there's a 60% probability these masts and these sails are from the ship that protects the flame. Now this is the first time where I'd say that's actually a little bit of a leap. Like, if we think that ship is still out there, why would they have the sails and the mast here? I think what she meant is it's kind of like the same type, so I don't know. Either way, she's going to use that to let us douse for the ship, so, well, as long as it works, I guess that's all that really matters. So we can head out a bit here. I got a little quicksand to dash through. That one can kind of catch you by surprise if you're not ready for it. And I got another bird statue here, of course. And here's the captain. Now, I know we're a little bit early, but we are pretty much getting ready to unlock the next dungeon here. So what I am actually going to do is go back, and we're going to go ahead, save and quit, and that'll pretty much be it for today. So there we go. We finished the pirate stronghold. We've found a way to locate the ship. So once we find that, we'll hopefully hop on it and then be able to grab the flames. So, like I said, this looks like a pretty good opportunity to just go ahead, save and quit. So that's what we'll do. So next time we'll head back out into the Sand Sea, see if we can find the invisible ship and hopefully the flame within it. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.